You're not able. Whoa, we already have 3 people waiting. All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Idafi Matthew. I'm just coming out of the shower, actually. I went out to do some running around and I came back and I found out that my internet was down, like completely down. So there was no, how do I put it now? There was no way out, but as Warigo talk, God passed them. I had to find a way around it. But this is a talking point show, but today's edition is different from the one that you normally watch online on our YouTube channel, which is well edited, well packaged. This one is the live broadcast, and it's due to the fact that I had a conversation with everybody that has something to do with the show, and I decided let's do the live broadcast. Apart from the people in the group, a lot of people, different people, call me. First off, let me do a sound check so I know what I'm doing. I mean, my light is showing here that I'm on, but I just need to know there are 3 people watching already. So, guys, if you can hear what I'm saying, please just type a message. I will see it here and let me know that you're hearing what I'm saying. That for now. YouTube is different from Facebook. Facebook, at least you see the people that are coming on, but until you say something, until you type a message, I will really not know. What's the Talking Point Show all about? For those of you who maybe might just be new to it, who don't know what we're doing, who are not in the group. Talking Point Show is a show where I am the host. That's the only privilege. That's the privilege that I have. I'm the host, but it is more about the fans. It's the first show on Elevated TV that have 100% fans control. By fans control, I mean the fans are the one who dictate what we talk about. They put up the questions. We have a designated WhatsApp group for it. And the way to join the WhatsApp group is by going on our Twitter handle at Elegbete TV Radio. It's one word. Elegbete TV Radio is one word. You will see the pinned tweet that we put there. On that pinned tweet, there is a link. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, just click on that, and straight away you are on the group. And then in that group, every day, Monday to Friday, you put in your questions, whatever it is you think you want me to talk about, and then I give you my response as as it comes. So I would need this in the same spirit that to follow. Just put up the questions, what you want us to talk about, what you want answers to. Anytime be sports and life, generally. Don't ask me about sex anyway. I'm not a sex lecturer. I don't know anything about that. But any other thing, my journey so far in this life, I'm 42 years old, so my journey so far, from football as a player to being a coach or a student or being a husband, a father, a broadcaster, all of those you can ask. It's up to you anyway. Just do us a favor of telling us where you are reaching us from, and then we'll take it from there. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but that's just what the Talking Point Show is about. Once again, my name is Idafi Matthew Esogene. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm waiting on you guys now. Hey. Where una de? Okay, I'm still waiting for the first comment. I've not seen anything. Unable to connect to chat, please try later. I don't know. Let me see. Let me type my own so I know if my own comment would appear. Yes, it is appearing. So, what is it you want us to talk about? I mean, we can't just do a live chat without you people getting involved. Please. I beg of you, please, my wonderful and amazing people, please. Okay, I've not seen any. I've actually not seen any comment. There are 6 people viewing it, so we're supposed to have at least half comments already. we're not having anything, any comment on it. It's not the best. Yeah, those are my kids. Oh. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There's still no question. Okay, so why that is going on? Now somebody sent me a message on WhatsApp. Somebody just sent me a message on WhatsApp, and phew, this question is heavy. Okay, it says my name is Oliver. You don't know me, but I've been following you for a while. Since you say we can ask you any question, I hope you don't get offended with this question. All right, Daffy, you've been asking everybody to push this your YouTube channel. You want to be the king of grassroots. You want to be the one that covers everything on it. Where do you see? Where do you? How do you promise? I mean, okay, how do you plan to employ people as time goes on? Uh, Let me say it this way: the employment side of this thing is simple. If we, when we grow, as we grow, and we begin to get in the right numbers, one of the things that would happen. One of the things that will happen very fast, and I'm trying to. Somebody is telling me. Okay, one of the things that will happen very fast is our numbers will rise, and with the rise of those numbers, we will not be able to make make income. Now, with the incomes that we make, we obviously set up money to pay more salaries than the one we're paying right now. It's not as if we've not employed people. We have people employed. We have a team of about 41 already. Some working for free, some working for on salaries. So we will get all of that sorted out. But this is the plan in terms of employment. Okay, now I can see the comment on this part. Before I go to your comment, let me explain this one from Oliver. The plan that we have, which is a very long one, is one to have reporter in 36 states of Nigeria reporting grassroots. That's one, which means 36 reporters. And all of these 36 reporters will obviously be paid. Then we also have the plan that we would have 20 reporters that are attached to each of the NPFL clubs. One of the things that I've noticed with the NPFL is the only time you get to talk about the NPFL is match day. No league can grow when the conversation around them is only on match day. You must get past match day conversation to everyday conversation. So we also have plans to put 20 reporters who are not being paid by the club, paid by us, but their job is to tell us when the club trains, who is training, who is not training, who is injured, what kind of tactics the teams are planning, they're practicing with, what will happen and what will not happen. All of those things. That is what makes a league tick. That's one of the plans that we plan. And 20, add that to the 36. In a state like Lagos, not every state will have one reporter. In a state like Lagos, where you have like 6 football divisional zones, you have 6 reporters, one in Ekpe, one in Badagry, one in Surulere, one in Agege, one in Ikeja, one in Ikorodu, and this Lekki corridors. So you'll be able to cover the grassroots extensively. And that can happen also in Port Harcourt, in Warri, where you have Warri, in Delta, where you have Warri, you have Asaba, you have Isoko, and all those places. The same way for Port Harcourt too. So that's the plan, but it's not going to happen overnight. You guys know CNN they just start and become the worldwide leader in news media. Started small from wherever Ted Turner started how it started from. So that's the plan that we have. And then we also have contents that are not sports related. Like one of my best content right now on the Level TV, Sweet Scoop, with those amazing girls. And I would indulge you guys to follow that show, especially this season 2, man. The girls are hot. The girls are hot. Precious, Adasa, Princess Dumebi, Agu, Ibukun. We have a new girl in the team as well, like Adasa. I've not put her picture out yet, but I mean, because this Corona thing, I also put her picture out. Annie is her name. And then we have, the sports show. For me, it's the best sports show right now in Nigeria, the Sports Lounge, where you have Francis, who's the best Formula One analyst I know in Nigeria or in Africa. There is the Beard Gang leader, my guy, Ojo, Bam, we call him Bam anyway. And then the Statistics Kings, Precious Omosuwe, and the rest of them. So all of those guys are fantastic. So let's come back to your comment. Timothy Dembo say, welcome to Okpakori. What a teaching room. Welcome to Okpakori of Elegote TV Radio Kingdom. Thank you very much. Timothy Dembo again say, I can hear you perfectly. Bright say, yes, I can hear you from Wella. Okay. Ade Fumiloye Alani, that's the guy that reached us from, I like his name, Alani. He said MTN Domis, sorry, Princess Shukuri, maybe one of the members of the Sweet Scoop. He said, I can hear you. Mark Owazumodo, he said, no volume, please. Okay, that's another one. Maybe it's from your side. Babawale Olayemi, he say, hey, MTNY, sorry. Okay, so Bright say, okay, you are doing well, boss. Matthias Jacob Abba, this is one of our unique member. He say good afternoon. It's actually good evening, unless you're reaching us from another state. And then I don't know, Alani say, please, will you be interviewing Murphy and Sean anytime soon? Okay, Murphy and Sean are in the US right now. I already have a plan in place for me and Murphy to do an exchange. Yeah, I'm going to interview Murphy when he comes back to Nigeria. But I mean, if you reach out to him, just say, give him a shout out. Your wife just put to bed. When he comes back, I'm going to interview Murphy on the EM show. I'm going to be interviewing him on the EM show. Sean Amadi, I don't know when he's coming back from the States. If he comes back to, I think we have a deal in place to have that. And then I've also offered Murphy that, okay, anytime he needs me, but not every day. It's not going to happen every day. It's not going to happen every week. But anytime he needs me on his show on Max FM, I could be there once a week, at least once a week. I'll do that for him and for the fans. Kalejaye Ibrahim, he said, hello guys. Timothy Dembo say, I'd like to ask this. Some few weeks back, there was a Twitter argument on either having a 10-minute chat with Aliko Dangote or taking 10 million naira. I had it in mind to choose the 10 minutes chats. But then there's no question though. Okay. Matthias Jacob now say, what's your biggest fears before you started this radio and television broadcasting? I don't think I had fears. I mean, I'm an impulse. If it comes to, I have fears in life, but with this thing, I didn't have fears because I know what I am doing. First off, I know all the challenges. I took out I have a big diary. I took out a diary, and the radio, it didn't happen by accident. It's been coming from 2014. It's been coming. I've been getting close to it, seeing it coming, planning it. I didn't know how to go about it, but it's just that it happened so fast. First of the radio, I didn't know that I was going to get a radio this quick. I thought it was going to take me another 5, 6, 7, or 10 years before I get a radio. But sometimes God just help you. God just open doors where you don't expect it. That's one. But secondly, before God opens doors, I always say this: let's not just say God, and forget that there is work. Deuteronomy, God says, "I bless the works of your hand." So I think that what happened was that God saw how consistent we were against all odds, where there was nothing, no money, no funding, but we were not giving up. So God just decided to open that door for the radio so that we would feel like, okay, if God can do this, then we can trust and believe God for more, and then we'll keep working at it again. That's how it happened. So I didn't have fears. Maybe one of the small fears was it wasn't coming from me, but it was coming from people around me. Like, would people accept this thing? Nigerians, people keep telling me, this thing you want to do. Nigerians don't spend data on this type of thing. They like to watch naked videos. They like to watch short skits. They like to watch comedy. And I said, well, I don't care. They will embrace it with time. It's going to take time because this is actually the future. This is the future that started 20 years ago. We are late in this business. We are very, very late in it. It's going to take time. but it's going to come true. So I wasn't bothered. And then there was this thought of, okay, if you keep doing this thing, how do you sustain your family? How do you pay your children's school fees? My children go to very expensive school. I have pretty much very expensive children. But I said to myself that I've always survived. I've seen worse than this. I've lived in abject poverty before, and I've also lived in comfort. So I understand the balance on both sides. I'm going to survive. I do not have expensive lifestyle per se. So if it is just paying rent, paying school fees, I'll be a hustler now. I'm going to get on the street. I'm going to work. I'll work as hard as I can. If I need to park gutter, I will park gutter. If I need to, wash people's toilet, I'll wash people's toilet. But I know that this is a dream that can come true. That's the way it is. So Timothy Dembo continued by saying, I missed it. Oh, sorry. Let me. Timothy Dembo continued. Say, but when it reached Akin Alabi choose 10 million, so I felt confused. Elegbete one, what would you choose? I'm 42 years old. I have experience as I have. I don't need to have a conversation with Dangote. I'll choose 10 million naira. First and foremost, there is no conversation with Dangote that will give me money. There is nothing Dangote is going to tell me now that the pyramids of books, the plethora of books that I have already haven't told me. But if Dangote give me 10 million, let me tell you what 10 million will do. For me right now, my business, 10 million is not a big money. But if Dangote give me 10 million, I need to buy 4 mixers right now. I'll buy it without blinking. I'll buy the 4 mixers. I need to get 10 Shure mics. I'll get those Shure mics without problem. And then I need to change from using generator to using solar panels and then inverter. 10 million naira will solve it. If I get that 10 million, the radio will go from, this skeletal work that we're doing to full blast broadcasting. And then I will not start having to go out there and collect adverts and then get paid. But if I have a conversation, a 10 minutes conversation with Dangote, let's even say Dangote is magnanimous enough to make it 10 hours. If I have 10 hours conversation with Dangote, I'm going to ask him all the questions I'm not supposed to ask him. But don't forget that with the 10 million naira in my hand, if Dangote give me 10 million naira, first, Dangote, rich people, that's how they do. The rich people don't waste their money. He would always be looking for me how I spend that money. Now, as I spend that money and Dangote realize that, the radio station is growing big, and I keep giving him credit for being the person that does it, I'll be able to invite Dangote again to my station for the TV or the radio to come and do an interview where I will spend over 30 minutes or 45 minutes with Dangote. So I would always go for the 10 million. It's not every time you need, when you're younger, when you're a teen, your early 20s, yeah, you can stay with Dangote because the 10 million might put you into trouble. But I'm 42. I'm experienced. I've seen life. Okay? I've seen life. I've seen more than 10 million. I'll not be anything. See, it's not big money. Let's be very honest. Even into this economy, even to a small child, 10 million is not big money. It's not going to change your life, but it can also change your life. But you just have to sit for and understand what you need money for. If you have plans for the money already, choose the 10 million naira. Go ahead with your plan and do what you're doing. Oluwaseun Agbelekale. Say good evening. Oladiro Oluwatosi. Hello, boss. Okay. Let's go with the question and answer section of this one. Talking point show. More not do greetings too much. Mark Owazumodo. He say, can you guys hear me? No, would they read what you write? We're not hear you. You're not supposed to talk. We're supposed to read what you're writing. Oluwaseun Agbelekale say, well done, bro. Please, my question is about Kelechi Nwakali. It seems that the guy is finding it difficult to settle down in any club he finds himself, and this is one future Super Eagles player. Well, you see, the thing about going abroad, most times people think that, once you go abroad, everything is supposed to go well, everything is supposed to go on Kidori. There are so mmany steps. The other day I was listening to Dana Amokachi, and he talked about the 2 years he spent at Everton. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't put into cognizance. A coach might sign you, and as soon as you come to the club, the coach moves, and another coach comes in. And that coach does not like you because you have a player that wants to use to play in your way. But in the case of Kelechi Nwakali, it is hard to even see that because everywhere he's gone, he struggle to find his feet. This is what I think. These are my hypotheses. I might be wrong, but these are my assumptions. One, he doesn't put in the hard work enough to convince the coaches he's played for. There is the obvious fact that there is talent. That's why his contract have not been terminated. But I don't think if he keeps hopping around like this, playing Johnny Man, it will make a mark. He's obviously talented. But you see, the thing about talent is you need to put in consistency. This is one example I want to use. Timothy Dembo is a good example. When I first met him, I knew that, okay, this boy is talented, this boy is passionate, this boy knows what he wants to do. But it's not there yet. And then he started doing some things that got me pissed. I was like, as much as I like this boy, I don't think he's got it yet. So let me give him the distance. Let him go and learn the hard way. And eventually, and I keep saying it, one day Timothy Dembo might work with us in Elegota TV. Today now is different. If he looks back now, we realize that, okay, even though I was hard on him, but it was good for his growth. So I think eventually Kelechi Nwakali will realize that, look, this is my talent, this is my career. I need to make something out of this. I need to make something out of this. And then it will start working to grow out of that stage of being a journeyman. If you can do that, it'll be fine. Matthias Jacob, you say, I'm having network connection problems. Sorry, boss. And everywhere this problem, network connection almost made us not to even do this show in the first place. Let's go down. Princess Shukudu, maybe you say, I can hear him, Mark. Check your end. Maybe it's your network. Baba Wale Olayemi say, won't you mind telling us about your experience in Brazil? My experience in Brazil, 5 weeks in Brazil, I went there for commentaries. Okay, myself, Chidozie Okoreji, and the rest. So you need to ask me specific questions. So I was doing commentaries and doing interview. I interviewed Arsene Wenger, I interviewed Martin Tyler, I interviewed quite a lot of people that I saw, and then I did my commentary job. It was fun. Brazil was fun. Unless you ask specific question, because this is a very broad, ambiguous question. There is no straight question that you're asking there. But my experience in Brazil for me was fun, was nice. It was a great one. I also took a lot of seminar, a lot of FIFA classes, training that opened my mind. I came in with some manuals, some books that eventually would improve my life as a person. So that's something that I always tell myself that it was the greatest opportunity that a man could have ever asked for in this life. And I thank God that I got the opportunity to go to Brazil to do that. Karim Samuel say, UEFA want to organize mini Champions League because they want UEFA League to end in August. What's your take on it? I think that they are trying to save the integrity of their Champions League, but at the same time, that move will spoil it. This is what I think about it. One, they are not doing it for football. They are doing it for sponsors. They are doing it for the money. So this is their own take is that if they don't finish it, sponsors might sue them. So if they can prove that we have finished the league, then sponsors will relax. But you see, coronavirus is a universal thing. It's not something that happened in isolation. So it's something you can sit with your sponsors on the same table and say, this is what happened, and then it will go. Belgium have agreed to annul their league, to end their league. So and the conversation is not going on for other leagues to end. Why would UEFA be different? If the leagues end, are the players not supposed to still be living in isolation? So you want to play. What's the guarantee that the coronavirus thing will end now? We're talking of human life. I think UEFA should be sitting down and be talking. Everybody should be talking about how the world will come together and fight this coronavirus. Because at some point we're still saying that this is just the beginning. We've not seen the end of it. I pray we see the end anyway, but all of this stuff going on, and the UEFA telling us that they want to do the UEFA Champions League. I don't think it's the best move anyway, but I mean, it's their competition. But then some of the clubs would also revolt and say they don't want to be part of it. Worst thing that they would do is they would do what they did to AC Milan a couple of years ago when AC Milan refused to continue a game and then they banned them for 1 year, until 91 or so. They'll ban them again and then ban teams. But I don't think it will be good for the league. In August, the UEFA Champions League preliminary round is supposed to start in August. So if you end this one in August, where's preseason? No team is going to have, all of these teams remaining are not going to have preseason. There's a whole lot that will happen. I don't think it's a good move by UEFA anyway. Karim Samuel said, I can hear you perfectly. Thank you very much. Matthias Jacob, he say, nah, I'm good to go. Mark, say, thanks, Princess. I can hear him now. Babawale Olayemi say, enjoying the show. Thank you very much. Mark, thanks, Princess. I can hear him now. Thanks. Sure. Say that plenty of times. So. Okay, Prudy P say Kali. We don't understand. Speak English. Unemployed Kashima. I say, sir, I like your hair. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bright. I say, please, let's talk about the EPL. Can Man City, sign players in the transfer window, or what exactly is their fine from UEFA, Oliver? Yes, they can sign. They are banned. The ban has not taken effect. The ban is they are not allowed to play in the Champions League or any UEFA competition for the next 2 years, and then they will pay UEFA £25 million. But Man City are saying they want to appeal that decision because they did not look at all the facts. So they want to present facts that will counter it. And if they carry that appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, if Corona had not come, the appeal will be running. And for as long as that appeal runs, they would still be able to play a UEFA competition. But unfortunately, coronavirus came in and it has caused some problem. Mark said, "Hi, Daffy. Can you share what's transpired between Clemens Vesterhoff and Bonfrey Joe?" There's no question there. There's no. I don't think there's a question there. Unless I don't know what you're saying. What transpired is that Bonfrey Joe Clemens Vesterhoff came to Nigeria, and then he brought in his assistant, who was Bonfrey Joe, and that's the normal thing that happened. Two coaches later, two people want to become boss, and one felt like, oh, I brought you to this place, you're backstabbing me. If I'm leaving, you're supposed to live with me. And the other one feels like, oh, you don't want my progress, and okay, I'm going to be my own man. And then he went. Westhoff won the Nations Cup and went to the World Cup. Bonfrey Joe won the Olympics and also took a team to the finals of the African Nations Cup, but unfortunately didn't win it in 2000. And that would have been like balanced the whole equation, but that didn't happen. Babawale Olayemi said, Babawale Olayemi is Pedro. Okay. Tell us how you feel being with Wenger and how was it watching a World Cup match live from the stadium? I didn't feel anything special being with Wenger because at the time in 2014, I'd already lost a lot of respect for Wenger. So Wenger did not carry that aura that he used to have when when they went unbeaten. When I went to London, for instance, I went to Highbury to watch Arsenal. That aura, that thing, I said Wenger, performing all those magic. At same football past that stage, I really did not have that much respect for him. So, but 2014 was the time Arsenal was trying to prove that they can sign big players. And it has not been confirmed then that they wanted to sign Alexis Sanchez. What felt good was the fact that I was one of the first few people who broke the news that Arsenal was going to sign Alexis Sanchez, and Arsenal were going to. Some of that thing he said again. Okay, some explanation he gave, like I asked him if he was the one that built the Emirates Stadium, and he laughed and he said that people that thing is something that the media always cook up. That he has never granted any press conference or press interview where he said he was the one that built the stadium. And he asked me one question. He said, what media outfit do I work for? And I said, Bella FM. And he said, am I the one who's responsible for paying the staff salary? I said, no. He said, okay. Say you see, there are some things that media just say. And then he asked me questions about other clubs that have built stadium and the coaches that are they the ones that built it. So that for me was fun in terms of doing the job. But then I wasn't overawed. It was Chilavert. When I saw Chilavert, I was overawed by Chilavert. Was very big. And then I saw what's it called, Cambioso. Then I saw Cafu. Cafu was a different. And I saw him, and I was like, wow, this is the captain that lifted the World Cup for Brazil in 2002. So that, or I saw him in Rio at the Rio Centro. Sorry, it was something. Then George Weah. I felt bad when I saw George Weah because I couldn't get close to him. He was all forming activity. Man, my friend, get out. Then Sepp Blatter came to Rio. See Mrs. Sepp Blatter. If you see the bodyguard, it's like. But I think the key. Okay, the other question was watching World Cup match live. I play football. I've been in stadiums, across the world. I've watched league matches. I've watched Champions League matches. I've watched UEFA Cup matches live in stadium. I've watched basketball games in stadiums. I've watched NFL games in stadium. So it's still the same. As of 2014, I was not really a rookie per se. So it was still the same feeling. But I think one of the things that I learned being an active participant in the World Cup was the fact that not what we watch here that is really happening in the stadium. There are some things that happen in the stadium that you don't get to see if you're sitting at home. That's the thing that I learned with 2014 going to the World Cup. Take, for instance, the sound you hear is actually not from the stadium. That's a topic for another day anyway. All those sound, all those noise, all those things, majority of them is not from the stadium. It's something that it's broadcasting. Take, for instance, you guys watch the World Cup finals. Yeah. All the people that I've asked, they said they didn't see the pitch invasion. But I was live in Maracana. There was pitch invasion twice. So it's something that we in Africa here we need to learn and understand. It was something amazing. Timothy Dembo said, I know you as the best sports analyst because of the manner and in each you see real life experience. Asking you this, which other guys can you rate as good analysts in Nigerian sports media? Biola Kazim. Okay, first, let me take the Sports Vision crew. Now, the Sports Vision crew of the late Deji Tinubu is gone. Dejomoto Ibu and Bode Oguntui, those guys are legends. Those guys are legends when it comes to analysis. And I don't want to call Larry Zamoji in this category because to me, I don't see him as an analyst anymore. I see him as like a doyen of industry. He's a captain. He's like a coach. He's a coach. Yeah, that's the word. He's a coach now. He's up there. You know, I'm trying to be like him now. So I'm not going to put him in that category. But Biola Kazim on his day, it's one of the best sports analysts that we have. It's just that Nigerians love to categorize his banter. Okay, something he's doing for fun. If you watch Biola analyze football, you love. I work with him at ITV. Another very good analyst is Emmanuel Etim. I like to listen to him. Then there's another great analyst, but it's not in Lagos. So a lot of people don't know him. His name is Sammy Wejian, Tim Port Harcourt. Fantastic guy. Then there's this guy, Randy Ogbobio. He's in Warri. Great guy too. And then there's this guy in Jos, Andrew Randa. Another great guy. Omar Katuba. But it's not in Nigeria, it's in Germany now. Omar Katuba is a fantastic guy too. Analysts. Those are the ones that I would pay money to listen to. Those are the guys that I pay money to listen to. Then there's Emmanuel Sebastian who's coming up. This is a fantastic guy too. Those are the people that I'll pay money to listen to any day, anytime. Matthias Jacob, he said, with how Brilla treated you because of what you are doing now in the nearest future, would you consider bringing? And that's not going to happen. Let's be fair to history and think well. That's not going to happen. The both of us are men with ego. The both of us are people who love our person, who have personality. It's not going to happen. So let's not think about it. Are we enemies? No. Am I fighting with him? No. Do I hate him? No. Do I feel bad that I got sacked? No. But I feel bad about the attitude after the okay, guy, you can't work here anymore. Yeah, fine, I'm going. But the way we think in Nigeria, we're like, oh, you're supposed to go and beg. You're supposed to call people to go and beg. Man, fuck it. That kind of thinking should stop. That kind of thinking in Nigeria should stop. Work is work. If I am good at my work, respect my work. Don't threaten me, and so I come and beg, and then you put me under so many conditions. That's slavery as far as I'm concerned. And it's not work. All those are elements that are not supposed to be part of work. So come to my studio. I don't see the reason. I mean, it wouldn't. I don't see. But if I got to event, okay, like we went for the symposium. Did you see on his birthday? I put out that video, and people were saying, why you do that? Some people sending message, you guys are quarreling. I said, no, we're not quarreling. It's his birthday. Brilla FM. Anything I become in media, I didn't study this thing in school. Anything I become in media, it is 100% credit to Brilla FM. So if the man have his birthday, the little respect that I should have for him is to celebrate him and appreciate him because his platform. See, I'm building one platform right now, and I know how hard it is. I've invested over 11 million naira, and it doesn't seem like I've put anything. And in investing that money, I've put my family in a very tight spot. Money that I'm supposed to use to buy a car, money that I'm supposed to use to continue building my property. I put it into this project. Just buy my. If you come to my office, what you see is just shares, wire. It doesn't look like 11 million plus. I've gone in. So when I look at a man who's been able to set up a structure, one in Lagos, one in Abuja, one in Kaduna, one in Onitsha, and another studio in London, and all of these personality brand, you've got to respect him. Even if he's your enemy, you've got to respect him. So do I have got respect for Larry Zamoji? 1 trillion %, like my daughter would say, gazillion %. I've got mad respect and love for Larry Zamoji. For the rest of my life, I would respect him. I would appreciate him. Now, am I okay with how I was treated? I'm human. I would be very stupid to say I'm okay with it. I don't. And it's got nothing to do with whether he's good or he's not good. You could fire somebody and not make them your enemies. You could part ways with people and not make them your enemies. Once you create that bad blood, you planting a seed that will germinate and grow forward. So to me, that's bad. Say what is good about him, I would. But that act is bad. And it's not just to me alone. It's so come on, just about everybody who's left Brilla. That's something that needs to change because that organization is an institution. It's a great organization. I've got respect for. But I mean, things doesn't have to continue to be like that all the time. Oladiro Oluwatose, you say enjoying the show. Can we watch it later again? Yes, you can. It's gonna be on the page. Okonkwo Chijoke, it's a nice job, Alegbete. I thank God I knew you. I knew you. You made me better. Thank you very much. Rebecca Williams, first female. First female. Bros, I don't miss your voice. Rebecca Williams. Thank God you're alive. Yeah. I mean, for this whole period of this coronavirus self isolation, I think this is going to be happening like every day, every 6 p.m. So let's enjoy it while it lasts, okay? Isaac Akamola, my guy from Bagada. Hello, everybody. As Corona is ravaging, what are the business activities one can engage in online during and after this period? Well, I don't know what you're going to do after this. After this period, go back to your plastic business, which you are one of the best right now in the industry. I think one of the business that people can engage in is it's just that we're not fair. Our law enforcement officers are not fair. If not, we can still do some home deliveries of food stuff. If you have food stuff to deliver, you alone in your car. I mean, if somebody order, you can go and deliver. It's very simple. If the person already make payment, you go and deliver. You get to the doorstep. I mean, it's phone conversation. It's here. You confirm it, then you go. But I mean, our law enforcement agencies might just see you on the road and flog you. So it's difficult to even give any advice on what to do right now. But then this is my advice on what to do in this period. If you have light and you have data, read a lot. Read a lot. Because see, oil price is crashing every day. There are two things that we need after now. A lot of collaboration is needed after now for us to survive. We will survive on collaboration. If you're doing hair, go and look for somebody who know how to do makeup. If you can't pay for the shop rent alone, this makeup person and you combine together will pay for that. People should now start thinking of collaborating. Forget your differences, whether you like their faces or you don't like their faces. Like their money. My mother say shit money need the smell. So if they pack shit but they pay you money, nobody will know whether shit the smell inside. Shit money in the smell the way perfume money need the scent. So any work that will bring you honest living, collaboration is what will work right now as we go into the future. That's something that I know. We all need each other. This is the time where we all need each other. And I think coronavirus is one of the things that have come to reboot the world, to reboot us, give us slow restart because we'll be going too fast, we're in a hurry and all that. So the best way to go about it. Can you somebody say it might be rumor Barcelona to offer Griezmann plus cash for Neymar, good deal or not? Anything that bring Neymar to Barcelona is great deal, not just good deal, it's great deal. Griezmann did not fit into Barcelona, unfortunately, so he should go somewhere where he can fit in. Paris is good, they will pay him good money, and it's his homeland, so he can deliver well. We can't say he has not conquered in Spain, he has. So it's a good deal. If Paris Saint-Germain will take the offer, it's a good deal for both sides. Fadi Olua Farami, you say, Alegote, which club do you advise Sanko to go? Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, yeah. Because he seemed to have settled well in Germany. If he comes to England, the press will make his job difficult. But the transition from Dortmund to Bayern is always a smooth one for a lot of people. Just only few players go and not deliver. Bayern Munich, it would add value to that Bayern team. They still need additional winger to Serge Gnabry, so I think it will add value to that. Timothy Demboy say, do you think Emmanuel team has a Peter Drury style? I see him as a Nigerian Peter Drury. I always enjoy listening to a commentary hosted by Ima. He's got it so well. I don't want to use the word Peter Drury. It's one of these things that I always run away from. You sound like this person. You want to be like this person. When I first came into radio, that's how no, I want you to talk like this. I said, no, I can't talk like that person. I want to talk like me. This is me. People should know me. Once you start associating somebody with another person, it devalues the person because the person becomes like the low budget version. I think, Emmanuel Etim, I happen to be one of those first few people that got him, on radio. And from the very beginning, Emmanuel is not somebody you will say you taught the job. Emmanuel came with the talent. It was good. It was like no Messi. So you just consider yourself privileged and opportune to be part of his story. Emmanuel is not Peter Drury. Emmanuel is Emmanuel 18. And it's another thing that, another mistake that Nigerians like to make. Nigerians always think that you have to measure up to one European, one person abroad. We don't have to. I've had people tell me that, and after this thing you're doing now, if super sports offer you a job, will you not go? And I tell them I won't. I don't have need for it. I don't have need for it. Because truth is, as a CEO, I have a crew of 41. Super Sports employ me. I am going to join the crew of somebody else. I just might not be able to focus on this company. If this company grows, when this company grows, let's not use the word if now. When this company grows and hits a number that we're looking at, like, okay, if every content we put out there can hit just 10,000 views, just 10,000 views. Every single put, like Sweet Scoop get 10,000 views, Talking Point should get 10,000 views, Section with Pablo, Everything with Alison, the Sports Lounge. I will be able to confidently employ over, um, well, let's do the mathematics. Last time we did the mathematics was about 215 people. 215 people. That's the production crew, drivers, people cleaning, and reporters, and video and TV and radio. 215 people. So would that not put me in a very high pedestal? Why would I leave that and want to go to a place where, okay, I'll be waiting at the end of the month just because I want people to see me on TV, when I know that this is the TV that the future is all about, a future that started 20 years ago? Think about it. So I don't think I want to be part of that kind of thing. Okay. What happened between Mark? Say what happened between Westhoff and Buffy Joe? I hear there is a bad blood between them. Bros, it don't pass. It's too far back in history. Let's leave let sleeping dog life. Those people, if you go as an answer, they don't even know whether they get bad blood again. Why do we want to resurrect them? Oladiran Olatibo say, please, boss, tell us more about Examojo Studio in London. The people that do team news and the football live every Sunday, is that not a studio? Are those not reporters that are scattered across the whole of Europe? Are they not broadcasting from a studio? Should be a studio from London. Don't you already know? Those are Igbo people, they say na Lagos today. Wow. Now they underrate that company. Timothy Demo, I'm a big lover of Amaju Pinnick. Okay. But it doesn't seem to have done well in this second term. As his friend and as a media person, what are those wrongs he has done and he has to correct? Okay, Amaju in his first term seemed to deceive everybody. Amaju is my friend, but we're talking Nigerian football, so let's focus on Nigerian football. Amaju wanted to use the NFF to ascend to the post of the CAF presidency and FIFA executive. Once they clip his wing there because he was moving faster than his shadow, he didn't have a direction again. I think this is what Amaju should have done. Amaju should have, there is nothing in being ambitious. He wanted to be CAF president, which is open for him. He was eligible for it. The way Amana went about it was wrong. He was talking too much. That was wrong. Now he came back. I think Amaju, this is what Amaju should have done in this second term. Focus on, you know what? Okay, I made a mistake. The biggest achievement I can achieve right now, apart from with the Super Eagles and the Falcons and the rest, is to join hands with Shehu Diko and make the league competitive again, bring the league back to a competitive form. Because once that happens, Nigerians and the world and everybody would respect you for more. But then he's missed that mark because he doesn't have a plan for it. Don't forget that Amaju was the chairman of Warri Wolves for a very long period of time. So he's somebody who's supposed to understand the pains and difficulties and challenges of the league. But unfortunately, he's messed up. The thing is, Amaju did not have plans for Nigerian football. Amaju had plans for himself. Once that plans fades, there was nothing. There was really nothing to focus on again. That's the reason why things are falling apart. Matthias Jacob, he say, I love your being honest with yourself on any questions. That's what makes you special. Thank you very much. I mean, if you have to tell lies, you will need to tell another lie again. Tell the truth. Some people will not be happy. It's not going to make everybody happy. But then you still will not even be able to make everybody happy in the first place. So let's face it. It's better to just tell people the truth and move on. Waneka Kelly, say boss, Mingo, Brendo, how you doing? I think we've gotten to 44 minutes, and the questions have all ended. Unless there is any more question that I have not seen, I think, whew, man, this is nice. This is really, really nice. Honestly, let me be very honest with you guys. I didn't think that we're going to have this much questions or this much contributions or this much number of people on it. I've always been scared, like scared of live chat, like especially on YouTube. Facebook, it's normal. People are used to it, but a lot of people are not used to YouTube. So it's a risk. But then my mom will always say, if you don't do it, somebody else will do it eventually. So do it. So I think that's what happened, and I've learned a lesson today. I've learned a lesson from this, something not to be afraid of doing what you want to do. Timothy is loading me with all the questions. See, I'm not angry, I'm enjoying it too. Timothy say, when will you have the Omidiges on your on Elevated TV radio? Okay. The Omidiges were a bit close at some point. I spoke with their dad, spoke with them. The journalist in me, the media person in me, I want to talk to everybody. I want to hear every side of the story. They were trending one time. I go, let me get to know them. So they were nice to me too. But recently, some things have happened to them. I've made them go quiet. And I'm not the kind of guy who would take a pry and try to pry open things that I know when somebody is saying, stay away. And I know when somebody is open up and say, come in. So if that opportunity happens to come up, I know that we had a conversation and they're like, okay, when they're in Nigeria, I would do a general family interview with them. That time comes up, I'll be fine. But if it doesn't happen, what's the big deal? It's just so sad that this Corona period have also affected plans, because this was the week where we're planning that we'll start having interview section where we talk to players both in Nigerian league and Nigerian players that are playing abroad and all that. But these are just gone off. And well, when we're done, we'll get back to it again and it will be fine. Matthias Jacob said, Edafi, there is a team called Future Eagles. What is your opinion concerning it? Do you think NFF are doing well in this regard? Well, Future Eagles and the ideas behind it is fine. But when I start hearing story that the money that Zenith Bank put into it have gone into personal pockets and all that, it's a long story. EFCC have even arrested some people, and then they have to start calling people to come and build them. That's a topic for another day. I don't have all the facts. That's why I'm saying it's topic for another day. It's not like I don't want to talk about it. I don't have all the facts. And one of these things in human endeavors that I try to avoid is, once I don't have all the facts, I try to stay away. I'm still digging. I'm still gathering my information. When I gather my information, when I go say on Twitter, I'm going to talk about it on Twitter because I have all my facts, documents, and information and everything. But I cannot go and criticize someone because I hear say this one talks, that one to say, but I don't have documented fact. Because the person sue me, I don't have anything to defend myself, so that will be difficult. But Future Eagles, the idea behind it is good, but I think some people have started using it to siphon money, so that's where it's going bad. Somebody then boy say asking this because I know they take you as a guardian in a way. Yes, I will. Like I said, I will. But right now, they just don't want to say anything. I think this is what they are working on. Let me tell you. This is what the Omidiges are working on. One, when people reject you, people that you so much want to be with, reject you, you go out there and work very hard. It's the same feeling that I have right now. The way I was treated, where I used to work. I have only one option: to succeed at this and to prove that I wasn't wrong, I was right. So I'm going to work very hard, give it my all, put everything, leave hate out of it. Don't hate anybody. It's not big. It's not a big deal. I'll focus on working hard, then I will succeed. When I succeed, I will not show other people. I will not have to be able to write a blueprint that you can also succeed in it. Because one, Elevator TV is not something that only me should achieve. It should be something that somebody else will do in Port Harcourt, somebody else will do in Jos. So if we have like, if we have like 50 of it in Nigeria, let's say each one is employing only 100 people, each one of it. Do you know? Multiply that by 50. Okay? If you multiply that by 50, that's 5,000 people giving job. And then by extension, those people that are being employed will also now create opportunities and jobs for other people. So those are the things we're going to look at if we really want to fix this nation and get us to a place where we don't have to depend on crude oil that is crashing every day. But that's where to be. So we'll see how it goes. I think what they are doing right now is they want to go back. I mean, the boy, what's his name now? Okay, the two boys should Latif should sign for hires when he's of age. The other kid brother Rashid should also sign for hires, and the sister Sophia sign a deal. And then when they are playing at that level, then they can say, okay, look at the people you rejected. Look at me. I'm not like starting from the bottom, now we're here, So I think for now they are in their incubation period. They're just laying low and doing that. And if you really want to say you are a friend to people, you have to respect that space and watch them grow. Oladiran Oluwatosin, you say, can you please give Murphy and Sean a show on your TV station? What's the logistics to get the show done? Murphy is a very busy person. Murphy have a family in the US, works in Nigeria. That's a very busy logistic. Have a show on radio means that he's committed to it. So what's the logistics? Sean, he goes to the US and come back to trying to relocate. It's a long walk. But if they want to do a show, why not? I'll get them for free. These guys are my guys. These guys are my blood men. Matthias Jacob, I say at Oganla is their media officer. Don't you think it will bring some black spot on his career? No, I don't think so. I think Toby Adepoju is doing a good job. It's just that we don't like to respect people who work hard in Nigeria, so we do everything to bring them down. People don't know where the young man started from. This is the best thing he can do. He's doing well. It's just that now that he's inside, he's seeing things that he can't talk anymore. They offered me a media officer job like 4 different times, and I told them that this is not why I'm doing this thing. I don't have to be a media officer job. The media officer job, the way they do it right now is that they use it to cover your mouth. Once they give you the job, you can't say again. You have to be quiet. But that's not what I want. I want to do something different. I want to do something bigger than media officer. Just jumping on plane, going for matches, and that's not what I want to do. The NFF is supposed to have a media department. That media department is supposed to be responsible for disseminating information. Who's the media officer of the English national team? Who's the media officer of the English women national team? Who's the media officer of the under 17? You don't get all that. This is a media department that's responsible for that. So journalists should be journalists, and then media officers, media department should work. But hey, what do I know? Timothy Dembo said you had always talked about how writing isn't your thing, but now you have written a couple for opera. How was writing been for you with opera? Writing is not my thing. I'm not a fantastic writer. Yeah, I can do research. Some of the writings I was also helped with materials, and I've stopped. Talking is my thing. I get the kick. I want to be on air. I want to talk. I want to I want to answer questions. I want to do interview. I'm looking forward to interviewing somebody like Momini Alao, Dejamoto Ibo, what's it called? Shalai Kweko when he's done being a commissioner of sports. I want to talk to some people. I want to interview people. I get excited about it. I don't get excited about writing. So I just looked at it like, I'm just earning this people's money for nothing. It's a waste of time. I don't want to do it. I leave it. Because you see, when you're something just because you want to be in it, you get bored. If I want to write as good as Momini Alao, as good as Bode Oguti. But no matter how I write, I can't get even half to their shoe level. So it's crap for me. I want to write that good. I'm a very competitive person. If you follow hard tackle, I like to win. So writing showed the side of me that is not good. Like, man, I'm not good enough in this, and I hate to feel helpless, like I'm not good enough or something. So that's why I stopped. UDJ say nice show. Mark, he said, I asked a question, Edafe. Your question about Bonfrijo and West Ham, it's not a question I can answer. Now, I've told you before, it's not a big deal. I just can't answer it. I don't have the facts about it, and it's too long gone. It's too long gone. Like, we should let some things go now, bros. Matthias Jacob, can you please clarify this? The Lobby Star, were they awarded trophy when the league was stopped at the middle of the season? No, they were not. They were not awarded. They were not league champions now. They were not league champions. The league was voided, but they were not league champions. Mark, they say, tell us about Bonfrijo and West Ham issue. Why is there bad? I don't know. I wasn't their media officer. I wasn't their PA. I don't know. I've said it before, guy. Go and search it online. I don't know. I don't have information about it. UDJ, he said, finally, we have a female fan. Yes, we have. Finally have one. Odunu Emperor said, I'm enjoying the show. Thank you very much. Bro, stay well. Daniel, he said, network is hindering me. Sorry about that one. Sorry. So it says, so Liverpool won't be crowned EPL champion if the league is voided. Yes, if the league is voided, let me play. A lot of people have asked me questions about that. Oh, it's wickedness to Liverpool. No, it's not wickedness to Liverpool. If you give Liverpool the title, you will create a long line of lawsuits. Sheffield United, for instance, is a point behind Manchester United, and they have a game in hand on Manchester United, which they can win. If they win it, it means they qualify for Champions League, and Man United does not qualify as the table stands today. Now you are saying that, okay, void the season and make Liverpool the champion. There is a clear indication that they need 6 points to win the title. And from the recent result, they can go the entire season without winning a game again, or winning just only one game and not picking that 6 points. So why would you give them? There will be a lawsuit there. If you give them the title, who gets relegated? That's all. But the greatest harbinger to Liverpool, it's not even who gets relegated or who doesn't get relegated, it's that Sheffield situation. Sheffield have a game in hand. How do you manage it? Because if you give Liverpool the title, Sheffield will say, okay, give us the 3 points of that game in hand and balance all game across board, and then make us the team ahead of Manchester United. That cannot be done. So all of those things are one of the reasons why it is impossible to make them champions. So for me, sorry, they deserve the title, but nobody was responsible for this COVID-19. So sorry, you'll have to suffer it. Timothy Dembo, he said, I'm done with today's question. Thanks for the answers. Thank you very much. Timothy Dembo, he said, nice show. Oh, Oduni Emperor, he said, and there's 2 minutes to the end of the show. And I heard that last season EPL table will be in place to qualify for Europe sports. And that's what I heard too. But they have not come out with an official statement. Let's wait for them to come out with an official statement. Either way, we need to do something special for our first female fan. Where is she? Rebecca. Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca, you know what? Send me a DM. Tell me your location. Let's see what we can do. If I can get you a jersey. What I can do for Rebecca is I can get her a jersey of her favorite team. That's what I can do. I'm not one of those persons who give money away. I don't have money. I need to pretend about them. Rebecca Williams, wherever you are, send me a DM. Send me a DM if you can. Send me a DM on Instagram, or I can't get my WhatsApp number here. Everybody coming out. On Instagram, send me a DM. Tell me where you are, and just tell me what club you support, and let me see if I can send you a jersey of your favorite club. After all of these COVID-19 wahala is gone. Thank you everybody for being a part of the show. It's been 1 whole hour of the Talking Point Show. We'll do it again same time, 6 o'clock tomorrow. We'll do it again, and let's all come prepared with our questions and have fun while doing it. But let's not repeat the same questions every day, please. Let's not do like Mark, who's asking one question like every minute, maybe about region. Oh, shit, you want to win lottery? That's I give visa. Well, it's been fun. It's been fun, guys. Man, fun. 1 hour of great fun. Thank you. And thank you again. God bless you all. See you tomorrow and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. I love you all. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Elegbota TV. Also follow us on Instagram at Elegbota TV Radio, on Twitter at Elegbota TV Radio, Facebook at Elegbota TV Radio. Thank you very much. My name is Idafi Matthew Esiogene. It's been a lovely 1 hour hanging out with you guys. Tomorrow is another day to do it. Be my guest.